everyone, I have a church rummage sale haul to share with you today, and this is the first church rummage sale that I have gone to this season, and I wanted to share with you all the goodies I found. But before we get into the video, let me introduce myself. My name is Jen. I am a reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Depop, and I also have a shop on Etsy where I make custom-made baby books. But let's go ahead and get into the video. So this is a church rummage sale that I try to go to every year. I typically find some really good items at this sale, and once again this year I found some good stuff. I tried to get some footage, but it was just too packed, and it's a smaller space, so I did not want to film anyone. So I have been listing things on Poshmark and eBay like crazy. I'm trying to get everything listed in my house before I go out and search for things. Last year, I did not get out that often to go thrifting, and so I'm trying to be very selective when I thrift and only getting things that I want to resell or things that I need for my own home. So I think the majority of what I found during this particular sale will be listed, but so in no particular order, I found a pair of these Lucky Brand boots. I do very well with this particular style. It's the Basil. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's B-A-S-A-L if I'm not mistaken. B-A-S-E-L. And these are a size 8W. So I have sold these boots multiple times, and I always pick them up when I find them. I also found this vintage Candies belt. I thought it was super cool with the studs and rhinestones on it. It's probably late 90s, early 2000, and it's in pretty good shape. There's a few cracks, but I don't think it looks too bad where somebody wouldn't want to wear it, but I just thought it was so cool. And the quality is pretty good. So I believe belts were $1. I think shoes and boots were $2, if I'm not mistaken. I picked up 2 pairs of sandals, and these just seem like they were really nice quality. The brand is J. Renee. I've never heard of this brand. I looked them up, and some styles resell for a nice profit, so I thought they were so pretty. And if these were my size, I would keep them, but they are a size 10. And it says they are a leather sole, so I thought they were beautiful. And with spring and summer right around the corner, actually we are in spring, but I know people are going to start looking for spring and summer outfits. The other pair of sandals I picked up are a pair of Brighton sandals, and they are size 9.5, but they seem to be in really good shape. I looked them up and they resell for a nice profit, so they look to be in good shape. I've had good luck with other Brighton things, so I thought I would give it a try. I found this really cool, what do they call these? Beehive, I think, bowl. And it's not marked or anything, but I believe this is antique. I know it's vintage, but it might even be antique. And as you can see, I paid $3 for it. I may or may not keep this. I have not decided yet. I really like it. I think it would look good in my secretary, but we'll see what I do with this. I also found this really cool picture frame. I do like picking up brass and unique picture frames. This one, I've never seen anything like this before. It has, I believe this is brass. It has a brass or metal backing, and I just thought it was so cool. And I think the frames were 50 cents for small and $1 for large. I don't know what they charged me for this. It's not a big deal because either way, that's a good price. All right, I found a bunch of little things and the lady said anything not marked is 50 cents, but I took a bunch of stuff up there and she just grabbed it and she said, okay, we'll just do $1. I think she was just trying to get things moving and get things out, but look how cute. This is a little glass, I don't know, container. These were really popular. These were really popular in the 90s. So I thought I would turn it into maybe like a little cloche with something on the inside. I'm going to try to find maybe a little wooden stand to put it on. I thought that would be adorable. If you have any ideas for me, what I can do with this, I would love to hear them. Put them in the comments below, but I thought that was adorable. And at first I thought it was plastic, but I picked it up and it is definitely glass. I found this adorable wooden egg. It is most likely vintage. I thought it was so cute. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet. I might try to use it in a craft project. So we will see. I just thought it was so pretty. I found some really old, they're probably brass, if I had to guess, bells. And so I figured I could use this for some sort of Christmas craft or something. I'm not sure what I will do with them yet, but I could not leave them behind. And I found this sweet bird. I think it's plaster or maybe, I don't think it's concrete, but I thought I would give it a paint and bring out some of the details on it. There's a few little tiny chips, I think, but I don't think you can really, the way it's made, I don't think you can really see that, but I thought it was adorable. This may or may not go on my shelf. I found this new in package paper garland, and it is vintage. It has, there we go. It has not been used, and I thought this would be great. Somebody would probably want it, or it would be great for junk journals. It came from Central Hardware, and Central Hardware was a hardware store. I believe it was regional in the Midwest area. So they closed, I think, in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, but this is marked made in Taiwan, ROC. I just thought it was really cute, and it's a train and it has some toys in the car. So I don't know what the rest looks like, probably just a repeat, but I thought it was really cute. I found this adorable wicker. I don't know, is this wicker? I can never remember. I always have to look it up. I know one is a type of wood and weave is the process, I think. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know. I have to look it up every single time I list a basket, but I thought it was so cute. It's a little sled or sleigh. And again, I don't know the difference between a sled and a sleigh either, but look how cute that is. And I thought I would turn this into some sort of Christmas project. So maybe a bottle brush tree and some other little things. I found one of these paper mache Easter eggs and it is marked Germany. I have found one of these before and it actually sold for quite a bit. If I'm not mistaken, it was 30 or 40. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but this one was so pretty. I grabbed it immediately because I knew exactly what it was, but look how pretty that is. I found some of these wooden hoop rings, and this one is made in Taiwan. So it is vintage and actually 1986. There's the date right there. And I know a lot of people A lot of people love collecting these and using them, so for $1 I could not leave it behind, and I actually found a smaller one. It is new old stock, made in Taiwan. I'm guessing probably around the 80s as well, so I would probably just lot these two up and list them on eBay together. And I found this box, and it's just to hold a necklace, but I actually have one of these for a strand of my pearls. It was only $1. I do love selling jewelry, so I thought for $1 this would be great. If I ever sell a really nice necklace, I could ship it in this box. And this I love. It's a vintage piece of wall art, and it is marked Gospel Text Line. I've never heard of that. I thought this was so pretty, and I know a lot of people love to decorate with things like this, religious things like this. I actually went out this day just to pick up some clothing, but they did not have too many things. They actually did have a few things I wanted to pick up, but I am really getting more picky about the clothing items that I pick up. A lot of them just had too much wear or stains or things like that, so I just decided that I was not going to pick up those items. And I did settle on this Old Navy terry cloth romper, and I think the lighting was not too good. I think I might have seen a little stain, so I'm going to, maybe not. Okay, maybe it was just the lighting. Nope, I think, is that it? Oh, there might be a little light stain. So I'm going to wash it and see if it will come out. This I may or may not keep, depends on what that stain looks like. I'm really trying to not list damaged or flawed items, even though I will, because there are people who it doesn't bother them to get something with a hole or a stain on it. Some people just, it just doesn't bother them. Other people, it does bother them. But this is Old Navy, and it is a size large. I don't pick up Old Navy often, but I do pick up more pieces that are substantial. This adorable vintage nightie, and I just thought it was so pretty. And I do pretty well with vintage lingerie, and it looks like it is in perfect condition. I could not find anything wrong with it. It is Val Mode lingerie, made in USA. It is a size medium. I just thought it was so pretty. And the last piece of clothing, I found this vintage Champion sweatshirt. It is a size large, and I think I looked it up, and I believe it's from the late 90s or maybe early 2000s. I don't recall right now, but as I'm showing it to you, I just realized there is something on the sleeve. I completely missed that. I guess I did not turn it around and look at the back. I didn't have a whole lot of time, which is kind of typical with me. So I was trying to be thorough, but in a hurry, and obviously I failed. So I will wash this and see if it comes out. If it does not come out, I will probably just give it to one of my grandsons if it fits them. All right, so the last thing that I purchased, I picked this up when I walked through the door. I liked the way that it looked, and then I used it as my shopping basket. So I initially picked this up, and I paid $3 for it. I picked it up, and I had in mind to list it for sale. But then I got home and I started looking at it, and I really like it. So I think I'm going to keep it. I have not decided yet. I think I might put it on the top of my secretary, and Maybe I'll do that and I will insert a picture so you can see what it looks like. But that is so beautiful. And it is vintage. I love the older, large size vintage baskets. So we'll see about that. And that is everything. I believe everything totaled $26. And so I did not have exact change. I just gave her 30 and told her to keep the change. The prices were so good, and the money goes for a good cause, so I did not mind giving a little bit extra. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite item was in the video, and stay tuned because I have a really fun haul coming up. It is not a resale haul. It's things that I thrifted for myself or for my home. And it's just a bunch of fun stuff that I found. I had some time to kill before I picked up my grocery order. And I stopped in one of my favorite thrift stores that I have not been to in over a year and a half. And I figured that out because the gal who runs it, she's so sweet. We were talking and she had made some updates and upgrades to the thrift store. And so it had been over a year and a half since I visited that store, and I'm so glad I got to see her. But stay tuned for that. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching.